I decided to do a little something different with the blues. I went ahead and painted them on the paper, and then we're going to discuss it. Now, remember, blues are probably in the old days one of the most expensive colors that they could get, and that's the reason why you don't see a lot of blues in some of the really old-timey paintings. The really brilliant blues, because they were very expensive. And one other word, I'm going to show you some blue colors that have hazards associated with them. You really shouldn't airbrush them. Let children use them, and let your pets drink the rinse water. They're metal-based, copper and other metals that can cause kidney damage and other health hazards. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start showing you some of the blues, and we'll discuss each blue as we go along. Let's start our discussion of blues with the original ultramarine. This is an old-time ultramarine, lapis lazuli. It was the one that was originally used in a lot of the Renaissance paintings. And here's a very old color called smalt. It's been around a long time, and it even has a pigment number, PB32. This one has no pigment number. It is just a genuine lapis. And this is really not a blue, even though they call it one. It's a azurite. It also has a hazard associated with it. You don't want to spray it or anything. This is a very old color also. Now here are the modern versions of this. This is French ultramarine, PB29. Before I go any further, remember the objective of this is to find a color that doesn't shift to either the red or the yellow side, green side. And so that we can put it on our palette and have a pure red, pure blue, and pure yellow. Here's another ultramarine deep, PB29. This is ultramarine light, PB29. Notice they all have the same pigment numbers, and they vary in color. Now we'll go to some manufacturers' specific colors. Winsor blue, green shade. And you look at Winsor blue, red shade, same pigment, PB15. You can see the obvious difference in the color. Now we'll go to royal blue, PB60. Nice color for nighttime skies. Right along with Prussian blue, PB27. Very dark. If you're doing night skies, these are two good colors to use. And I wanted to show you these cerulean blues simply because they have the same name and the same pigment number, and they're two different colors. You can see the difference. This one shifts a little bit to the green, this one doesn't. Now the last three blue colors are the cobalt colors. These all have hazards associated with them. Again, you don't want to airbrush them. If you do, you should do it outside. This is cobalt blue pigment, PB28. Nice blue. Also PB28, cobalt turquoise light. You can see the obvious difference. And one other thing, I'm always working in single pigment colors, not more than one pigment, including the reds, the blues, and the yellows. There are other blues, there are other colors that are mixtures of different pigments, but we're going to stay with the single pigments. The last one, manganese blue. Nice blue color. Now, which ones are we going to use, or which one are we going to use to put on our palette that we think is the closest to being a pure blue without any shift to the yellow or the red side? My candidates for that, what I would use, I would probably go with cobalt blue, PB28 for my initial choice of blues. And then I would, on a secondary, or if you prefer, pick one of the ultramarines. The PB29 ultramarine deep is nice. The French ultramarine is nice. I wouldn't use this on my palette, even though it has a lot of tradition associated with it. It's very transparent. You can't see that here, but I put a lot of paint on it. Okay, again, some very beautiful colors. I like most all colors. I like the blues also. Pick the one you like, put it on your palette, learn all you can about blues, and enjoy your painting.